We're so excited to have you. If you just want to go ahead and introduce yourself and your organization and the role, and we can get started.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I'm excited to be a part of this. And my name is Michael Birt, and I am the president and founder of Research Wild. And we are a 501(c)(3) nonprofit that works to advance international and domestic conservation initiatives while training the next generation of conservationists.
So you focus mostly on educational programs, is that right?
Education to me is the foundation. So, but we also work to create research programs and connect anybody who's interested in doing ethical, worthwhile, applicable research with our hosts that we work with.
Can you speak more to that? Is that mostly in the US or do you all do that abroad as well?
So we do both. So starting in 2015, we were working in Southern Africa, Botswana, and South Africa, and we had students going every summer. We were working on our third summer, and then COVID hit. So we had to kind of shut our doors, refund all the money, and this led to a major restructuring of Research Wild. So post-COVID, Research Wild reopened, the biggest structural change being a nonprofit. And then throughout COVID, um, I got in contact with our host, OFAT, with the Ofora Trust Foundation.
Well, that's really cool. What you say students, what age group? Were these college age students or are these like high school students?
Yeah, so these were college level students. It was an undergraduate program, and it's crazy because it really just started as a film project about what conservation means to on the ground conservationists. And then as I was kind of in the field in Africa, it turned into more of a, well, how can I connect people to you? Because you are doing the work and you don't care about the recognition, you just care about the conservation you do and how it helps the world around you. So how can I get as many young minds to listen to you and learn from you as possible?
You all being there to bridge that gap is incredible. Like having an organization as a like yours as a resource, that's incredible for so many people. And that just opens so many doors, not only to people here, but to people who actually need manpower, who actually need help with their research projects. So you started that in 2015. Is that when the organization was founded? Is that when Our Wild was founded?
That was when the original Research Wild was founded.
Oh,
And
okay.
in 2020, we
And it was revamped. What kind of inspired you to start Research Wild the first time? And then what inspired you afterward to revamp it and go that other direction?
I joined a study abroad program with my university. I paid a lot of money to go abroad to take a once in a lifetime experience, which was amazing. But I wanted more than just the study abroad experience. I wanted to earn some skills to put on my resume. So I had to create that experience myself. I was lucky enough to have an advising professor work with me to get in contact with one of the local professors in Australia. And we were able to set up a internship after the study abroad program. So I was able to stay out the rest of the summer after the rest of the group went home. And it was very informal, and which led to some really amazing impromptu experiences. But at the same time, the wheels started turning that what if I could be a helping hand and create these types of experiences so someone like me didn't have to go through that arduous journey to have the same experience. And if I was going to put my money towards something, I'd want to put it directly towards the on-the-ground conservation research. So I was not only paying into conservation, but I was also participating in the conservation.
How would you say your organization has impacted your community?
One of the aspects of our mission, right, is to train the next generation of conservationists. And one of the ways we do this is by creating unique mediums, experiences, and curriculum centered around STEAM education. So trying to integrate that art within STEM and create a very interdisciplinary pipeline from kindergarten all the way up to early career. That's the plan. And so we were very lucky enough to partner with a local publishing company to create a children's book series called Michael the Wildlife Detective. So we're able to interact with elementary grade students where all the fun, exciting learning starts and really tap into the community outreach by being able to go out into the schools and do teaching, book readings, and stuff like that.
That's really cool. How often would you say you visit schools throughout the school year?
Throughout the school year, it's growing every day. We're having more schools um, find out about this program and ask us to come and visit their school. I would say summer is the busiest month because that's when all the summer programs start.
Summer camp.
Um,
Mhm.
but yeah,
Do you work with just one school district? Is it just within your state, or how does that work? How far do you guys go when you're visiting schools and going to programs?
as far as we can. What we love, I love about Research Wild is we're an education support organization. So we're outside of the education system so that we can help the education system more freely.
What would you say is your favorite or most rewarding part about working with your organization?
Yeah, I think the most rewarding part is to be able to directly impact the conservation that's going on and just the real time gratification from being able to um, support hosts like OFAT with the camera trap studies with the Javan rhinos and the Javan leopards, and then switching gears and meeting 400 plus elementary school students and reading them a story.
What would you say makes your organization stand out the most? What makes your organization different than others?
I think the thing that makes us stand out the most is our team. I think we have just this really good group of dedicated volunteers and board members who all believe in this little dream that's called Research Wild. Other than the conservation itself, they are my greatest motivation. Melding the study abroad and the internship experience where we're trying to educate and skill build and help fund directly these conservation, on the ground conservation projects all around the world.
The fact that you guys are focusing on sending those funds to the correct place where they need to go, I think that's incredibly, unique to you guys. I really like that. What would you say is the biggest challenge facing your program?
I think, the same with a lot of other organizations, funding and exposure. Those are the two things that you can't get enough of, and they're the hardest to come by.
Absolutely.
So funding and exposure. And then, the logistics of creating a program that is abroad, that sends people to a place they're unfamiliar with, holding their hand through you know, the whole process, and then making sure they have a safe, exciting, and life-changing experience so that when they go home, it wasn't just this miserable experience that.
How do you primarily raise funds, and where would you say is your biggest financial need?
Yeah, so as of right now, it's through personal donations and a gala that we throw every year because
Sounds fun.
I love to throw a party.
Yeah.
And so far, our first 2 years, we've made pretty good money. Um, but yeah, it's a mixture of a silent auction and um, a whole bunch of things, food, drinks, and yeah, a presentation about our works and what we're doing. And people seem to love it. So building on that is what we do. We are working to get into the grant realm. We're in the midst of getting ready to submit for a National Science Foundation grant, and then it'll be through student participation in the programs because those funds
Yeah.
help us
Well, all that sounds wonderful. I want to attend your gala. When is that? That sounds fun.
every spring. We're working on building a robust virtual component so people can participate even in the live auction from abroad.
How can we help you? How can anyone help you? How can your viewers get involved? Anyone that's watching this, are there volunteer opportunities? Where would you need manpower, donations? Where can we direct donations?
We're always in need of great volunteers to spread the word or participate in our programs. And you don't have to be a student to have an experience. We also have volunteer-based eco trips that we take for anybody who wants an adventurous vacation that's off the beaten path and actually wants to give back a little to the world. And also www.ourwild.org/donate. That's a
Wonderful.
very great way. Become a Research Wild donor, whether it's a sustained member where it's kind of a monthly thing, or just one, you know, one time give. It's all important, all needed.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's all I have. Anything else
Hi.
that you want to add or
No, it was exciting. It was great talking with you, and SAFE is such an amazing organization, and I love the fact that we are helping, OFAT,
yeah,
and I'll actually be going to me and my colleague Ethan, we're going to be going to Indonesia this summer in just a couple months.
that's so fun.
Yeah, we'll be bringing some camera traps that were mailed to us by Linda from another
Yes.
organization.
Yes. She was
Uh,
so excited when she finally got those. She was like, I've been waiting. Oh, Fat's gonna love these. She was so
yeah.
excited about that.
And then
Oh,
we'll
that's
we'll
so
match
fun.
them. We'll match them too. So we're gonna add to the cameras when we go.
Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And you'll be hearing from me soon.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.